I think today we're doing roof extensions because the rain has been quite overwhelming. Guys, I think it's really, really amazing, right? So I'm completely going off topic, only because my mind just shifted. But I have an elderly man who works with us, and every time I see him, it actually makes me really happy. I don't know, I have a thing for old people, and I just feel like I see old people, I'm just like, oh, it's a bit like when I see pets, when I see elderly people, I'm just like, oh, bless him or bless her. So he's the oldest staff member that I have. I think he was looking for work, and he just happened to just walk into the factory. He heard that we make furniture here. He just walked in, saying that he's looking for work. Is there anything we can possibly do? And when we gave him a chance, and we realised he's actually very, very talented. Let me not lie, no word of a lie. I believe he's one of that generation of Nigerians who actually took their time to learn fine furniture making. Back in the day, the type of time, we're talking my parents' generation. Okay, maybe my parents are 20 years between each other. I'm talking about my father, specifically my father's generation. I'm sure is around my dad's age, right? And my dad was quite old when he had me, right? So it was of that generation where they were trained better. I'm sorry to say it, but that's just the reality. That generation they had more time to really dedicate to learning fine furniture. When people sort of reminisce and talk about the old Nigeria, they talk about people were. You often hear these people talk fondly of Nigeria, in the 60s, 70s, the 80s, how wonderful it was, and I don't know the details, but I often hear that story. Everybody has a habit of always looking back and thinking history was always better than present, right? But anywho, you often hear those stories about when Nigeria was great and people were making good stuff and furniture from our fathers and grandfathers' generation that are still standing today in the village houses somewhere that that are just solid. I honestly think he's that generation, he's part of that generation, because just when I observe him, the way he works and the way in which my younger staff members work, I can see the difference. He's super disciplined, has a very good eye for detail. He's elderly, so you have to be patient with him, but he's a grafter, an absolute grafter. Should I introduce you guys? Let me introduce you. Baba, please come. Let me introduce you guys. He might be shy, but just bear with him. He doesn't know, but here he comes. Say hello.
Hello.
Do you want to tell the people what you do?
You say?
Tell them what you do here.
I am
Mr. Emmanuel, do you mind? Just give me 2 minutes. Oh yeah, Baba, listen. What do you do?
I do construction works in Major's Chesterfield.
But which department are you working in?
I am working with the carpentry department.
Carpentry department. Okay, how are you?
And I'm also good in furniture making.
Yes, and you've been. What was you working on yesterday?
I do work on construction of extension of the building.
The roof. We've been having leaking roof problems.
Yes.
And flooding, right?
Yes.
Because it's raining season, guys.
And this raining season.
Yes.
So we are making the renovation.
Yeah. So Baba has been constructing the roof. We've been doing roof extensions. Where did we do roof extensions? Where did you do it? All the places you did roof extension.
Here.
We did here at the front here. I think you guys can see that. That's an extension to the building.
I also going to do this.
We're going to extend out this front bit here to cover all the pieces, all the stuff outside. And there's one more place you did roof extension. Where was it?
No, we've done the roofing at the.
Oh, for our penthouse.
We don't.
Mr. Bello, why are you laughing?
Is that appellation?
We did.
Is that
We have a
appellation?
penthouse here that we're constructing for staff. We have a penthouse. So Baba did. So basically, it was an uncompleted part of the building. So we decided to convert it into our penthouse. So Baba did the roof, and Baba did an excellent.
The roofing and also the ceiling.
And the ceiling, yes, because
Yeah,
the ceiling wasn't completed, Abi.
It has been completed, but the remaining thing is that it remains just the panel doors, the toilet door, the kitchen door, and also the main entrance door, and also the staircase.
The staircase.
We are
Oh
going
yes.
to do woodwork staircase.
A woodwork staircase. I was just explaining to the people, Baba, that you're very hardworking, and how you came here. You're just walking by, Abi, and someone told you that.
Well, I just saw the advertisement outside.
Yes.
I was just going on the street, then I saw the advertisement outside that they need a carpentry, and a sprayman.
Yes.
Then
Oh yeah, we had an advert a while ago outside, Abi.
Yes, outside.
Yes. So you're just walking by, you saw it, and you just came,
I just come, yes.
and you spoke to the manager.
And I spoke to the manager, and the manager asked me to come, I think on Monday, but I think it was weekend.
Yes.
And he asked me to come on Monday. Then I came on Monday and gave me a few jobs to do.
Oh, he gave you some tests.
No, yes, he gave me some tests.
Okay.
Which I did, which I passed the test.
You passed the test. And you've been working. How long ago was that?
And that was July last year.
Last year, July.
Last year,
Oh,
July.
so you've been here. You've been with us a year now.
Yes.
Abba.
But by that time it was even August, towards ending of August.
Oh wow, that's a long time.
Then I started fully in July.
Yes. Okay. So you started as apprentice, Abi.
No, not as apprentice.
Oh, you did a test as a full staff.
After the test.
After the test, you started full. Okay.
Then I was employed. They gave me, I think it was on the 3rd of July. I started
That
fully.
you started fully. Oh, okay. Ah, fantastic. Yes, I was explaining to the people earlier that you're from a different generation. You know, the generation of fine furniture makers back in Nigeria in those days, where the youth were still willing to learn and they were patient with the training. Would you agree?
I do.
Yes, because I was just explaining that, you know, with fine furniture making, people don't have the patience for it again. Everybody wants to do board work now. And we do a lot of woodwork here. And Baba is part of the team that handles a lot of the solid woodwork that we do. I'm very passionate about woodwork. Board work, fine, it's made for purpose, but woodwork I love. I like anything that is solid. I like anything that is durable, sustainable, something that can withstand the test of time. And Baba is from that generation where they knew how to make good furniture. So I was just explaining to them that it's difficult to get fine furniture making these days. A lot of the people that used to do carpentry with in those days, where are they now?
Most of them have died.
Wow.
And there are still few of them that we learn work at the same time.
Yes. So there's not many of them still working.
They're still working.
There's
But
still some.
only we've departed from each other. Everybody has
Gone their
to
separate
some-
ways. You don't stay in touch at all?
Myself,
You don't stay in touch with any of them at all?
I can't.
Okay.
It was just because I used to lost my phone.
Okay.
Whenever their number is with me for a couple of months, then after my phone is lost, then I wouldn't have contact with them again.
I understand.
So that was why.
But
We were here. I think I learned my apprentice. By the time I was an apprentice, it was in this Temeta.
Oh, you did apprenticeship in Ebetemeta? Oh, wow. That's very-
Oh.
How funny. That's very funny now. So it wasn't far from here that you learned how to make furniture.
Yeah.
So in those days, this area, was it full of a lot of fine furniture makers, this area?
Yeah, we at that time, I think there were about 2 or 3 in this epidemic, but they have all died now.
Wow. But you're still here?
No, not me. I mean...
You mean the companies?
No, the bosses by that time.
Oh, okay, I see.
But by the time I was an apprentice, there were lots of people who are making furniture. But because they are older than me, not that like they are.
Oh, I understand. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
So they've all died.
But I tell the people how old you were.
I would be 77.
Wow. You're even older than my own father. You're older than my father. And it's a pleasure working with you. I've thoroughly enjoyed having you here. And I pray to God that we continue to have you at Major's.
Amen.
And just, I'm just very, very pleased with what you have been doing. That's why I was just doing a quick video to let people know that I'm very, very pleased with how you're working here. I'm very, very proud. And I just hope that these young ones can learn something in the time that you're with us. Huh? Thank you very much, Baba.
If they wish to.
They have to be patient, yes?
I normally talk with most of them, but maybe because they were not with us, they were in the upholstery section, maybe that was why they didn't want to listen. Because I used to talk to them, I used to ask them to be cooperative, then to be listening whatever they tell them. But maybe most of them, they are too playful. You want them to do this. Instead of them to say, oh, it's okay, they'll be just joking. Or thinking that maybe because you are not their boss, so they wouldn't, instead of listening, they wouldn't listen. Instead of that, they would do another thing.
Wow. We just keep praying for the best.
All right.
And telling them over and over again until one day they listen. Yeah?
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Baba. Thank you so much.
Very grateful.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye. Woohoo! Guys, he's so freaking cute. Wasn't that just so sweet? Do you understand what I'm saying now, right? Every time I see him, I'm just beaming because it's just so wonderful to see him. And he's just so calm, so lovely. I want to say he reminds me of my dad, but he doesn't remind me of my dad. He just happens to he's just a lovely old man. It's really nice to have him around. Yeah. Right, so yeah, I started saying I was having a bad day, I was having a bad day yesterday. But that just cheered me up even more, so I'm good now. Right, back to work.